This is amazing. We were here a wee while ago and this was a dry woodland, and here it is now a flooded wet woodland, and it's incredible. It's fascinating to see the transition, the landscape, watch it change.
Yesterday we kicked off the sort of first nature intervention with the Drill Burn project. We planted over 600 trees along a stretch of the burn that you can see just behind me.
They're part of it, they love it. They think this whole project is for the whole community, and actually the landowners and land managers, they actually hold the key to being able to do this kind of thing. And it's not until you realise how valued it is by the community that you realise actually that in itself that is a great thing, watching 65 people plant trees on your land voluntarily.
This really acts as a showcase for us to demonstrate what can be done, the types of interventions we can make in a landscape, and the types of benefits that offers. For nature, we're looking at increased biodiversity, we're looking at better water management, water quality, soil health, habitat connectivity, and then the benefits for people, where we're looking at the very basic level of health and well-being and that deeper connection with nature.
We get flooding, then we get drought. If we can regulate that and we can try and keep that more even throughout the seasons and try and take out the peaks and the troughs, I think that will give us much more chance of continuing to irrigate those high value crops.
We're trying to raise the water table from the stitch block and encourage the water to spill over into the woodland and of course across to the adjacent field as well.
As you can see, it physically breaks up the flow of the river. So you have the weir here and you notice that the water above it is higher than the water below it. The water that's holding back is known as an impoundment, but it's not natural. So aquatic insects and fish that evolve in Scotland in these areas are not used to that slow running water, they need fast water. So it's quite important that these kind of weirs that we remove them and try and restore the river back to a normal balance.
Using our laser here, we check that level of the water actually drops 800 millimetres. So all the gravels that are in the river that should migrate downstream with the flow get held up behind the weir, depletes the downstream section, and the habitat actually starts failing. When we take the weir out, that will drop down. The river will start moving its gravels back forward, which will oxygenate the water as well. The trout and the insects will move back in, and the job will be a good one.
This is quite an easy thing to do, to knock a weir like this down. So I would kind of urge all landowners who have small estate weirs, just take them out, let their river flow again, let it breathe again, and let diversity naturally happen. Typically between two weirs on a river section, you find that fish species and invertebrates are locked in, so they can't travel out with that area. And what that means is rivers like this perform quite poorly from a genetic diversity point of view.
It's a safe place to be when you know that everybody's learning it together. You limit the risk, but also we can try things, and we've got SEPA on our side. We're working with the authorities that would normally be slightly scary to approach. They're all working with us.
Wetlands are probably one of the most scarce habitat types in Scotland. So we see this as like a small piece of the puzzle on a wider picture.
And if we can show it on the drill, we can build other nature restoration projects across the whole region, and we can take that programme forward. And if we can show the mechanism for that working at the regional level, that can be taken to other regions across Scotland and used far and wide.